Hi, my name is Mauricio Flores, and today I will present you my video essay that it's about the topic of humans and nature. Here are the topics that I will cover with this essay. First of all, I'm going to talk about in what consists the subject about humans and nature. Also, I will show you the gender of solar punk and its characteristics. After that, I will present you the thesis that I have created with its respective arguments that will answer it. And finally, to finish with this essay, I will talk about the idea of symbionta and also why symbionta could be an utopia. And finally, an example of the real life that it will be related with this kind of idea. First of all, in what consists humans and nature? It consists on the fusion of both things in order to offer specific solutions to the notorious things that have a negative impact on our world. And you may ask, how is this possible? It is because it uses high quality technology and applies innovative techniques that have positive impact to the sustainability, and all of that will be traduced into give to the society a better quality of life. Now, this subject has a gender that it is called solar punk, and now I am going to explain you its characteristics. Its characteristics are based on using this symbiosis between humans and nature in order to first of all create awareness into their society about the environmental problems that are needed to be addressed. Its objective is to form a kind relation with the environment and form an optimistic vision of the planet's future. Now that I introduced you into this topic, it is time to talk about my established thesis, and it's about how viable and ethical is to promote technologies and renewable energies in order to have a positive impact on sustainability. For its solution, I will present you two arguments that will prove if this action truly is the best option. The first argument is that this type of tools avoid ecological damage and are the pillars to start a restoration of ecosystems. Why? Because by using this type of energies and technologies, it reduces any kind of emissions and specifically it doesn't produce greenhouse gases. Also, they use inexhaustible resources like wind, solar radiation, and geothermal heat, which it helps on not polluting at the moment when they are working. Another point to mention is that their toxins don't require a special treatment or special equipment for their elimination. And finally, it will help with the regeneration of ecosystems by applying practices that work thanks to those type of tools. Now, the other argument shows that it is ethically responsible towards vulnerable groups. The reason of this is because these type of tools can provide access of clean energy into areas where they lack of it. Once it is distributed, it will help to reduce the problem about energy poverty and give everyone the opportunity to use this type of resource. Also, it helps vulnerable groups to improve their economic situation by having an accessible and established source of energy, and also gives them the opportunity to enjoy goods and services that will help them to improve their quality of life. Besides the arguments that answer the thesis, it also exists a counter-argument that proves the opposite. This counter-argument is about the ethical and practical challenges that this idea has to face. First of all, the production process of the equipment that will create this type of technologies have a negative impact on the environment because all of the resources that they need. Also, besides it uses natural and inexhaustible resources, it exists the risk of exploiting them. Another point to mention is that there is no equipment that can recycle the wastes that they produce. And finally, all of these type of tools need specifically environmental conditions for its function. If those conditions are not essentials, all of this idea will never work. So, to answer the thesis, if the usage of renewable energies and technologies are viable and ethical, I can say that yes, because at the end of the day has more benefits than problems, and those problems are truly things that could be solved with the correct usage, equipment, and process. Now, changing a little bit the topic, it is moment to return again into the gender of solar punk. At this moment, I'm going to present you how can this gender could help to create an utopian world. For this, I'm going to show you the idea called symbiotia. This idea presents you a society that goes beyond war and domination. They are impulsed by using green energy and biotechnology in order to promote a better and healthy lifestyle that will motivate the civilians to cooperate and create an inclusive development. This idea could lead into the opportunity to live in paradise. Why? because it is based on correcting all of the principal problems of our actual world, and also because it is focused on inspiring and connect people in order to let everybody have a good quality of life. Finally, to finish with this essay, I will show you an example that shows clearly how this idea works. This example it is based on the movie Wall-E. Wall-E is a truly example about what symbiotia is. The reasons are that the plot of the movie is about the rebirth of life. Also, they show how small actions have a notorious impact in our environment in a positive or negative way. Because at the beginning, they show us the result of a world that was consumed by pollution. And at the end, they show us how everyone cooperates and restores their world. Also, the movie shows us the consequences of exploiting resources and giving them an incorrect usage. And finally, the message of the movie talks about the importance of having sustainable practices in their lives in order to secure a well lifestyle. And that was all of my part. I hope you find interesting the topics that I showed you, and also that now you have a different perspective for these kind of topics. Thank you for your attention.